We're at the home of the Dallas Cowboys in Arlington, Texas. It's about a 20-mile drive to downtown Dallas. The Dallas Cowboys will get the ball first. He'll down it in the end zone. The offense will start at the 20-yard line. He gets to about the 34-yard line before he's hit and dropped. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 34-yard line. Passes on the move. Terrence Newman makes the tackle. They get about 10 yards there. Hit as he passes.
Well, the defense didn't get the sack, but they got the next best thing, and that was a bad throw.
Dumps it out right. Samuel is there on the tackle.
Well, when you have a talented running back like this, you always have to account for him. That time, a nice play-action pass opened it up down the field.
Yeah, it's through. Let's go get it now.
Peterson takes it left.
And if you can make a running back hesitate just a little, that time you could see there really was no hole, and the running back was just fishing for a place to go.
On the ground with a tailback. Tackle was made by Brown. About 4 yards on that play. That'll bring up 3rd down. Gets the pass out. He makes another reception on the drive.
The Cowboys are putting together a good-looking drive here. That's their 3rd first down.
They go with the toss. Knocked out of bounds at the 17 by Morrison. Mason comes away with 2 yards on the carry. Gives to the back. Big play, and the Cowboys will have a 1st and goal. 1st down now. They'll be looking for 6 points here. They're going to pitch it. Samuel hits him for a loss at the 5-yard line.
One of the tough things about trying to get a cornerback block is how athletic those guys are. If you're a fullback or an offensive lineman or somebody out in front trying to make that block, it's just tough to get a hand on those guys. They're quick. I don't think the defense was fooled on that one. It was like they were sitting back in the huddle listening in.
Short pass to his left. Johnson doesn't make it. Or did he? And the call is a touchdown. He's now thrown for 20 touchdowns this season. David Akers tacks it on to make it a 7-point game. Here's a look at the drive summary presented by Sprint. This one's going to be downed in the end zone for a touchback.
Big drive now for the offense. The last thing in the world you can afford to have happen now is a 3-and-out. You've already given up a touchdown, a 3-and-out here, and you're in trouble.
They hand it off.
If you want to be considered one of the top quarterbacks in the National Football League, everybody has to be able to cover. But the top guys can not only cover, but come up and make big hits like that. Tremendous play.
Gets the pass off. Ty Warren is there on the tackle.
He'll take plays like that all day long.
He's there for the catch. Still on his feet. E.J. Henderson makes the tackle.
And that was a little hum baby coming out of there from the quarterback. We've all heard about how strong his arm is, and we saw it there.
They'll give it off here. Stiff arms, and the defender still makes the tackle. Gets the pass away. Tipped away. No completion that time, and it'll bring up third down. Throws it out, and he caught it. Hakeem Nicks makes his 50th catch of the year. Again with the run. And he makes it out to about the 27-yard line before he's gang tackled. They hand it off. And he makes it out to about the 24-yard line. Kelly is there on the tackle. Passes the ball. Tackle was made by Kelly.
The Redskins are having some success getting the ball down the field on this drive. This offense is clicking.
Pass is complete. Copeland is there to bring him down. Gain of 7 through the air on that play.
Little 7-yard throws like that have really become the staple of the National Football League. So many defenses now not allowing the big throws down the field. You have to be willing to take throws just like that. When you talk about guys who can make people miss, his name is right at the top of that list. Really incredible elusiveness, especially in tight spaces.
Johnson from the 1. He makes it to the 23-yard line. The Cowboys ended their last drive with a touchdown, so they'll look to make it 2 in a row. Inside handoff. He fights forward to about the 26 before he's dropped by a host of tacklers. They're going to pitch it. Fights forward to about the 29. 3 yards there.
And they really ran right into the blitz. That's a time that a veteran quarterback should have changed the play at the line of scrimmage. You could see the blitz coming. He didn't audible and only came away with a short gain.
Throws it. Brings it in.
And running backs who are good receivers are pretty rare. You know, a lot of times those guys, they come out and they're good running the football, but they don't make the kind of plays in the passing game. This guy can clearly do both.
And the bomb is away. Can't stay in bounds. Incomplete pass.
Under pressure, he felt the heat that time and was forced to throw it away quickly.
They go with the toss. They can't bring him down. Peterson gains about 4 yards on the play. Gets the pass away. Michael Griffin was there on the tackle.
Patience for a wide receiver is just so key. He's able to manipulate that defense, set him up one play, come back with the exact same look, and break off of it the next. Beautifully run.
Mays makes the tackle. Peterson gets 3 yards on the carry. Peterson takes the handoff. He tries to spin, and he is dropped about 4 yards on that play, and that makes it 3rd down. And they didn't get it.
And it's not very often that I get really excited about defensive line play, but that time the guys up front on defense were just overpowering.
And that was not an easy kick, Chris.
Yeah, it looked like a little adrenaline kicked in on that one, didn't it? Maybe even surprised him how far he hit that one.
Hit and dropped at the 21-yard line.
The Redskins punctuated that last series with a touchdown. I got to tell you, they look really good. They have this defense way back on their heels.
He fights forward to about the 23 before several defenders bring him down. He passes short. E.J. Henderson was there on the tackle.
The Redskins are doing a pretty good job in the passing game. The receivers are finding some space in the secondary, and the ball is getting there on time.
They hand it off again. Ty Warren makes the tackle. McFadden gains about 4 yards on the play. Passes to his left. And he can't hang on. Darren McFadden was the intended receiver on the play. Gets the ball away. The stop was made by Jackson.
This is a guy who is so good against the blitz. People try to come after him, but he has an ability inside that pocket to make a defender miss, sidestep somebody, buy a little time, and get that big completion.
Throws it short. Falls incomplete.
Yeah, they brought the blitz, and the offensive line just unable to pick it up that time to force the incompletion.
They hand it off. Still moving. He hasn't had a good first half at all. Just can't seem to get through this defense. Thompson will be sacked.
Tremendous effort and good teamwork by the Cowboys.
And they can really put their opponent in bad field position with a good punt here. This one's going to go out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
The Cowboys were having their way with this defense last time out, but were held to just 3 points. They'll look to top that here.
They'll give it off here. Crawford makes the tackle.
And, Tom, that was because the defense filled up all the gaps. The back was looking for somewhere to run, but by bringing the run blitz, they took away all the holes and stopped them for a minimal gain.
Not much time to throw. Freeman loses the ball.
It's not often that a fumbled ball bounces right back to you like that. That was just good luck.
He throws right. The stop was made by Crawford.
You know, tight ends may not come up with those real explosive plays down the field all the time, but they sure are a nice target for the quarterback.
Brown makes the tackle. Peterson gains about 2 yards on the run. Throws it. There for the catch. Hit as he caught it, and he's able to hang on.
The Cowboys get another good gainer that time. This offense is finding early success in the passing game.
He'll be brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
And it looked like this defensive line just beat them off the snap. Sometimes those guys can time out the quarterback's cadence, And if the quarterback doesn't start changing that snap count, his offensive line is going to really struggle.
The stop was made by Samuel.
Big play, tremendous catch there, and you really leave yourself exposed as a wide receiver when you put your arms above the head. But that time he showed a lot of courage going up and getting that one.
Still on his feet. It appears to be short.
Well, those defenders get paid too, and every once in a while they win the battle. Clearly that time they were all over this offensive line.
This one's going to go out of bounds at the 22. They were forced to punt on their last drive.
Pass rush almost got there that time, and he has to feel a little lucky that that ball just fell harmlessly to the turf.
Hit as he let go of the ball. He tries to spin, but he's brought down. Everything seemed to work perfectly on that one.
And that's a pattern that this team likes to run. You know they've been studying that all week on film, and yet they still can't stop it.
Here's the pass. And the pass falls incomplete. Next was his intended target. Throws it short.
And this is when it's tough to play offense. When it's third down in medium to long situation, generally you're going to face a blitz situation, and your quarterback is now going to be under pressure and probably take a hit. And when you're trying to catch those high, hard ones, you just don't know what's going to happen to your body. I tell you, you haven't lived until you caught one of those and had one of those clowns flip you upside down.
Short pass. Comes down with it. Tackle was made by Kelly. Nix makes his third catch of the game. Under heavy pressure. Sacked.
I don't think there's any play in football that's prettier than a perfectly executed blitz. If you time out the snap count, if you disguise it, if you don't tip it to the quarterback, you end up with results like that. Big sacks, big plays.
Makes the catch. The Redskins will take a timeout. That's their second of the half. Passes to his left.
And I can tell you this, there's nothing that defensive backs hate more than to have one of those big tight ends in the open field running right towards him.
Passes it. And it's completed.
That's the kind of pitch and catch you just love to see in the NFL. And the difference is these quarterbacks' abilities to zip it into little tight spaces, and these receivers don't miss.
Up and good. Let's take a look at the sprint drive summary. At the 30. Brought down at the 48-yard line.
I can tell you, as a former offensive player, when you get a good kick return like that, it just takes so much of the pressure off the offense. Now, even if you get a turnover, an interception, whatever, you're not backed up in your own end zone. You take the field with more confidence.
Bolden was the intended receiver. Second down now with 10 to go.
Let's go, Roger.
Flips it out short. The stop was made by Kirk Morrison. 4-yard gain. That'll bring up third down. Throws it short. Morrison is there on the tackle.
Receivers who can make plays like that on third down tend to have nice, long careers.
He needs to make a decision. Passes it out. Crawford makes the tackle. How about the nice touch on that ball?
Deft touch that time by a quarterback who really is known more for his arm strength.
So the score now, the Cowboys 13, the Washington Redskins 14. Brought down at the 29-yard line. Let's send you to the studio for this brief halftime break.
Thanks, Tom. We hope everyone is enjoying the game so far. Top plays from the first half. Here you go. Let's turn to your game stats. First half yardage was just about even. Thompson has thrown for over 175 yards. Washington leads it by 1.
He'll down it in the end zone. The Redskins will set up shop at the 20. Here's the give. The stop was made by Copeland. Might want to start thinking of a different approach as this running game has been ineffective. And they'll run him again. He's hammered in the backfield.
The Redskins continue to get beat off the ball. Their linemen look tired. They're physically outmatched, and it's beginning to take a toll on these runners. I'm not sure how many more times they want to carry the ball. When you get that kind of pressure, a lot of times the play will result in something worse than just an incompletion.
The Cowboys have everyone on the line. Looks like they're coming after this one. Gets to about the 44. The Cowboys will start this drive at the 44-yard line. Here's the throw. Asante Samuel was there to bring him down. Anthony Gonzalez makes his third catch of the game. Freeman hands it off straight ahead. He fights forward to about the 40. Peterson picks up 2 yards with the carry. Dumps it out right. It's incomplete. And Quan Bolden was the intended receiver on the play.
Let's go now, let's go. Let's put some helmets on them right now. Hey, come on now, let's not disappoint.
Passes. Drops the sure pick. Michael Griffin had the coverage on the play.
Well, this is a guy who's known for taking some risks, but that was an unnecessary risk there. Lucky that wasn't intercepted.
And takes a terrible bounce. Their last drive ended with a 3-and-out. They go with the run. Ty Warren was there on the tackle. He's starting to show some frustration after another short gain. This defense has really made it tough going. Thompson gives it up the middle. Phillips makes the tackle.
The Redskins offense has had trouble getting really anything going with the ground game. And that run actually was a pretty decent gain, so maybe they'll get something going now.
Gamble bats it away. And the pass was knocked away at the last minute.
Just terrific play by the defense. They followed the quarterback's eyes, made a quick jump on the ball, and were all over that one.
Johnson takes it at the 28. Dropped at the 30. They had to punt it away on their previous drive. It's the tailback. He gets out to about the 32-yard line. Michael Griffin was there on the tackle. Tosses it out.
Yeah, great defense at the point of attack, but also very impressive the pursuit to the ball. They were all coming there.
Make plays, y'all. Make plays.
He's under a heavy rush.
Not much point in going for this one. I expect to see him punt it away here.
Darren McFadden is back deep to return. Breaks another. They didn't look sharp on their last drive and were forced to punt it away. He throws short. Brought down at the 40 by Kelly. Peyton Hillis makes his third grab. On the ground with a tailback.
Not very often in a game does a defender get a clean shot like that on a running back. Typically, the running back didn't see it coming to take that kind of a shot.
They keep it on the ground with the tailback.
Ouch. You take too many shots like that as a running back, you start peeking around a little bit before you get that football.
The pass is away. Chris Hope makes the tackle. He gunned that one in there for the first down, didn't he?
He really did, and when you watch a guy throw a ball that hard, they don't move their arm any faster. You see him driving off that back leg. That was a pretty pass.
Hands it to the back. Bryant gets the carry left side.
The Redskins haven't had too many runs that have netted decent yardage up until that one, but sometimes if you just stick with it in the second half, things start to break.
He was hit.
Let's go, fellas.
You bring a little pressure, and it impacts quarterbacks, and we saw it there.
Fourth down.
And it's good. Here's your sprint drive summary. Well, that one looked like it was going wide, but it barely made it in.
That one just made it inside the upright. That's one where you see the field goal kicker going, but he got it.
The offense takes the field, and we'll see if they can put something together after their last drive ended with a 3-and-out.
We got to suck it up. We got to, boy.
Flag down, first one of the game. And this one looks like it's going to come back.
Holding. We just got to get our tempo. That's the only way we're going to be able to make plays.
Repeat, first down. First and long now after the penalty. He throws left. Is there for the catch. Tackle was made by Terrence Newman.
Now, they didn't pick up the first down that time, but you drop back, you make a good throw like that. Now you're in position to try and pick up this first down.
Pressure gets there, and he puts it on the ground. Who's going to come up with this one? picks it up. The Redskins win the scramble. They take over.
Heads-up play that time to locate the football and fight for it. Whenever guys start to pile on, you got to just hang in there, man. Hold on to that ball.
McFadden gets the ball.
And that's why you send all those guys to plug up the holes, and that time there were no holes, really, and he was lucky to get anything on the play.
McFadden runs a counter. The stop was made by Phillips. McFadden gains around 3 yards on the run. Gets the pass out. Nix now with 4 catches in the game. It's 1st and 10 on the 17-yard line. Handoff up the middle. McFadden picks up about 4 yards on the play. Huge pressure by the defense.
Good pressure that time, and they forced a bad throw. Not much he could have done with the pocket collapsing like that.
Throws it short. He may not have gotten there. They'll measure. The measurement shows us they're just inches away. This should be an easy field goal. This one is from 24 yards out. And he makes it. Here's a look at the drive summary presented by Sprint. And with that, the score is the Redskins 20, Cowboys 13. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Score is 20-13. Redskins. The Cowboys are trailing by a single touchdown going into this final quarter. Makes the short throw. That's a gain of 8. 2 yards away here on 2nd down. Freeman will be sacked. And that will be number 4 for the game.
Really impressive performance so far by this defense, and I thought coming in they had a good chance to get pressure. I'm not sure I even anticipated this kind of pressure, though. And tight ends are so big that as coverage people, it's tough to figure out how to defend them. If you're on their left side, they throw it to the right side. If you're behind them, they throw it in front. Tight ends are tough to cover.
1st and 10. Hands it to the back. Tackle was made by May. Not sure if I agree with that call at all.
Yeah, the running game at this point works against you on a couple of fronts. One, you're not going to get typically a big play out of it, and that clock keeps on ticking.
Peterson gains about 5 yards on the run. Michael Griffin was there on the tackle, and that was a nice pickup to get the first.
You know, as a former wide receiver, I never liked running the football ever. I thought it should be banned from the game, but when you can run it like that, well, it's sure easy to make those calls. Yeah, sometimes you just have to admit defeat on a play as a running back and just try and get that thing back to the line of scrimmage.
Gets the pass off. The stop was made by Samuel.
The Cowboys are getting on a bit of a roll here. Nice play calling and good execution. The defense looks a little confused right now.
He gets another carry. Chad Greenway was there on the tackle.
Adrian Peterson with some very solid running that time. If there is an opening to be found on the defense, this guy is going to find it and exploit it.
Rolls right. Passes to the end zone. Newman bats it away. Second down now following the incomplete pass. There for the reception. Freeman has managed to put together quite a year for himself as he eclipses the 3,000-yard passing mark with that completion. It's good. Let's take a look at the sprint drive summary. Just under 5 to go in the game, and this is a good one. It's a tie ball game, 20-20. He gets it back out to the 20-yard line. The offense will take over at the 20. First and 10. McFadden takes the handoff. He makes his way to about the 32. Chris Hope was there to bring him down. Here's the handoff, and he's brought down hard behind the line.
Yeah, on the delay, you're trying to get those pass rushers to take an outside route. You set inside as an offensive lineman and try and create a gap. That time they just came straight through this offensive line.
Congratulations to the person sitting in section 44, row 9, seat 13. You've won an all-expenses paid date with the cheerleader of your choice.
He throws right. Nix with his 5th grab of the game. Gets the pass away. Sean Phillips makes the tackle. Stuckey makes it 5 catches for the game. McFadden takes the handoff. Maybe got a couple of yards, but that's about it.
Well, that time the outside linebacker came on the run blitz. They got some penetration and shut down the play.
The halfback with the carry.
Very effective call that time by the defensive coordinator, bringing the outside linebacker a terrific way to give your defense some help in stopping the run.
Here's the give.
Yeah, and for a minute it looked like he might slip out of there, but the defense got there, the pursuit was all over it, and they made a nice stop.
And it's good. Here's your sprint drive summary. He just showed off his incredible leg strength there. What a kick.
Wow. Can you believe he made that one? That's my expert analysis there. Wow.
Still working. Dropped at the 24-yard line. Peterson takes it up the middle. They get 3 yards on the play, and that will bring up second down. Throws it out. Johnson has it go right through his hand. Johnson was his intended target. Passes the ball. He's there for the catch. The stop was made by Terrence Newman.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about one like that being intercepted. Nobody on the defensive side could have caught that bullet.
Flex round! Flex round!
They get to him and intercepted. Adrian Peterson makes the tackle.
Are you kidding me? You cannot throw that ball in this situation with the game on the line. That's terrible.
Thompson hands it off. To the 10. Touchdown, Redskins. Now they're down by 2 scores with not a lot of time left. It's going to take one heck of a finish to come back in this one.
Well, that touchdown really hurts there. They still had a shot in this game, but now with a 2-score difference, makes it awfully tough.
Less than 2 to go in our 4th quarter of play. The score, the Redskins 30, the Cowboys 20. Walker drops it. Miller grabs it up. Touchdown, Washington. There was a lot going on in that play. Booth wants to double-check that the ball popped out before he was down.
And it's just so hard for the officials to really see exactly what happens on a fumble, no fumble kind of call. There's so many bodies in the way, and your vision gets blocked, and this is a great use of instant replay.
After review, they will uphold the call on the field.
Yeah, and without a doubt, the ball came out before the runner was down. It's very difficult to dispute that that was the right call.
Extra point is good. Here's a look at the drive summary presented by Sprint. He brings it back to the 23. The Cowboys will begin this drive at the 23. And he caught it. Adrian Peterson makes his 3rd catch of the game. Throws it. Pass is complete. Still on his feet. Peterson is able to make his 4th reception. Gets the pass away. Bolden now with 4 catches in the game. Throws short. Cross was there on the tackle. Around 5 yards on the throw that time.
Hey, no need to force it. He just took what the defense gave him there, found the open man, and picked up a few yards.
Gets the ball away. No official signal yet. They're saying no score on the play. The offense calls a timeout. First down, goal to go. About a yard to pay dirt. Short throw to the right. White gets in for 6. Wait, no signal yet. They say, yes, it is a touchdown. Josh Freeman has thrown 3 touchdowns. And the point after is good. Let's take a look at the Sprint drive summary. McFadden from the 1. And he's drilled. What a hit. The Redskins will set up shop at the 25. They take a knee. Second down, about 12 yards to go. Ball on the 23-yard line. The Cowboys will take their final timeout. Third down, they'll need 14 to convert. Ball on the 21-yard line. They go with the kneel down. So, it's 4th down. The Redskins are lining up to punt this one away. That'll do it from Arlington. Stick around for the post-game highlights and wrap-up.